what we get once we start creating our experience is the idea to just create new ideas, and then we have an experience dashboard. This is available at airbnb.com/experience-hosting/listings. Once I've created an experience, I then get the opportunity to just work on it and save it. So you don't have to make all of it at once. This is not my final picture on here. I just put in a working picture. So to begin, you go through and have this entire experience tab before you can submit. This is one of the things I was most interested to learn about beforehand, and I'm grateful for the chance to share with you. When you want to create your experience, these are all the things you need to do with it. You need a location that's supported. So if mine is St. Petersburg, Florida, which is supported. Alternatively, if St. Petersburg, Florida wasn't supported, I could go to the nearest big metro city. For example, I could go Tampa, Florida, which is like a 30-minute drive. If I was willing to drive even farther, I could put Sarasota, Orlando. I could even get ridiculous and put Miami or something like that. Therefore, you can host your experience in an area that is a little bit farther away from you. However, there is a question about how long you've been from that area. So you don't want to go too far from where you're from, especially if your experience is supposed to be something local. Ideally, your experience would be able to be hosted in your local area. But this is the most important thing you need to check before you go forward. Is your city supported? My city's supported, so that's easy for me. I imagine they want to get as many cities supported as possible. Therefore, over time, you have the opportunity to do that. Once you've got that in, there's a checklist on the side: language, category, about you, what we'll do, where we'll be, what I'll provide, what guests should bring, title, photos, meeting location notes, guest requirements, group size, price, default time, booking settings. Then we can review and submit. It tells you exactly how many things you've got left to submit down here. I've spent probably an hour or so working on this listing. I still need to finish off like 3 or 4 areas. Then what I will do is get a picture. Actually, before I submit, this is one of the things I need to do. I need to get a good picture or a few good pictures of the experience to use as those cover photos to stand out, to help get people to click in on the listing. It looks like, from what Julian Arit said, you are able to edit things after the fact. That means whatever price I set today, I am able to increase that in the future once the listing has gotten good reviews and is established. It might be better, as I've read in some of the help materials, start with lower price. The more reviews, the more established your listing gets. Then you can raise your price a little bit to increase the amount you get out of it and to limit the amount of bookings you get if that's an issue. These are all the things you need to go through and submit. The help information is pretty good on most of these. So what we'll do right now going forward is walk through each of these individual steps to create your experience, because then you'll know exactly what it looks like and it'll be easier for you to go through and do the same thing.